bringing you the news 24 hours a day, 7 days per week, with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News online, on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Be ready for school with the coolest deals from Quartz. Shop today and get big discounts on laptops, tablets, printers, televisions, and more. Plus, get a chance to win cool stuff. Shop today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance and stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield Extended Warranty. Save big with great deals and get back to school in style with Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends August 22nd, 2023. Special conditions apply.
Welcome back to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the town of Barrowley will soon have a modern blackfish processing facility in the next few months. Area Representative, the Honorable Dr. Aranda Brewster, visited the site recently. In an interview with the Agency for Public Information, said it is a project the community is anticipating and would no doubt bring economic benefits. This is a bread and butter issue here in Barrowley, and this facility will make life much easier for the folks who ply their trade in blackfish and in fishing, Dr. Brewster said. He also noted that there has been an increase in blackfish catches this season, and when the facility is done, it would be just a matter of finally procuring equipment and other necessities for the facility. Therefore, he anticipates an official opening in the first quarter of 2024. According to the API, site foreman Carlos White of Sea Operations SPG said everything is on schedule for the completion of the project, and despite challenges with the weather, they are well on course to finish by the completion date. The project is being constructed at a cost of US $1.85 million, with funding from Japan's grant said for Economic and Social Development Program. Construction began in December 2022 and is scheduled for 12 months. The Ministry of Finance, Economic Planning and Information Technology, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment, has advised the public that several consultations will take place from the August 14th to 25th as plans unfold for the construction of the Annisville Acute Care Hospital. According to an official release, Myrovich Consulting has been contracted by the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to finalize the design and update the Environmental and Social Assessment (ESIA) for Annisville Acute Care Hospital. Eco Engineering Consultants Limited, EcoEng, a Trinidad-based company, and Zycad Systems Solution, a St. Lucia-based company, were both subcontracted to conduct the Environmental and Social Assessment (ESIA). This week, the team will meet with key stakeholders from various public and private sector agencies and civil society organizations across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Zycad Systems Solutions will conduct interviews with 172 homeowners within the Annisville area, among 5 communities between Walvaroo and Villa. The release states that the environmental and social assessment will provide guidance related to the processes, procedures, and mechanisms for ensuring adequate level of environmental and social consideration and integration at each stage of the project cycle, and describes the principles, objectives, and approaches to be followed by the government and the contractor in order to avoid, minimize, or mitigate any adverse impacts that may arise during the project implementation. Still on the local scene, 3 talented students from the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, the SVGCC Mandarin class, Abigail Richards, Julicia Pope, and Tansha George, are set to represent their country in the highly anticipated Taiwan ICDF Mandarin Singing Competition. The event, featuring participants from 10 countries, aims to celebrate language and musical diversity while fostering cross cultural exchange. The participating countries include St. Christopher, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Belize, Haiti, Guatemala, Paraguay, Turkey, Palau, and Jordan. Esteemed judges comprising experts in Mandarin language education and music will evaluate the performances and select the top three winners. The first prize winner will receive US $300, the second prize will be awarded US $200, and the third prize winner will receive US $100. Additionally, there will be a YouTube Popularity Award for 10 participants, each receiving US $50. To promote SVG on a global platform, the three students and their Mandarin instructor, Hui Huang, have chosen picturesque locations in the country for filming. The enchanting settings of Annisville, Fort Charlotte, and the New Testament Church of God in Normansville serve as the backdrop for the students' performances. Although these three students are relatively new to the Mandarin language, they have displayed exceptional linguistic clarity and impressive vocal precision. On to news in the region. Guyana's Vice President Barrett Jagdeo says Trinidad and Tobago businesses have found a solution to the prolonged foreign exchange shortage in their homeland by buying their imports through Guyana and shipping them to the neighboring CARICOM country. We notice a trend here is that some Trinidadian companies are procuring large quantities of goods for their businesses in Guyana and in Trinidad and making payments from here to their suppliers. So they are utilizing our foreign currency to make those payments, Jagdeo told a news conference. Trinidad and Tobago has experienced a chronic shortage of foreign exchange since 2014, with Finance Minister Com Imbert saying recently that the oil-rich Twin Island Republic is experiencing a foreign exchange shortage, not a crisis. Earlier this year, a staff mission from the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, said it was encouraging the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank to remove all restrictions on current international transactions as a means of creating a more investment friendly business environment that would drive the diversification of the Trinidad and Tobago economy. Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness says Jamaica is close to full employment as the country recorded a record low unemployment level of 4.5%. In a statement on Wednesday, Prime Minister Holness described as welcomed news the report by the Statistical Institute of Jamaica stated that the outturn based on the April 2023 labor force survey is 1.5 percentage points lower than the figure for the corresponding period in 2022. We are now close to full employment and that our economy continues to expand, Holness said, adding, but what it really means is that more Jamaicans have income. It means that more Jamaican families can do much better than they were doing before, said Holness, who is also the Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Speaking at Statin's quarterly digital media briefing on Tuesday, Director General Carol Coy said that the number of unemployed persons in April this year fell by 19,700 or 24.3% to 61,300 compared to the corresponding period in 2022. On to news on the international scene. The head of Maui's Emergency Management Agency has resigned after coming under criticism for not activating the island-wide network as fast-moving flames bore down on the Hawaiian town of Lahaina. Today, Mayor Richard Bisson accepted the resignation of Maui Emergency Management Agency MEMA Administrator Herman Andaya, a Maui County press release said on Thursday. Citing health reasons, Andaya submitted his resignation effective immediately. At least 111 people are known to have died in what was the deadliest wildfire in the United States in over a century. The final toll is expected to be considerably higher. Andaya said this week he did not regret the decision to not sound powerful warning sirens as a deadly wildfire ripped through the city. Many of those who were killed are believed to have been trapped in their homes or caught in their cars as they made a desperate last-minute bid to escape. Andaya's decision not to activate the sirens is one of is one of a number of perceived missteps by local officials before, during, and after the blaze, which have angered survivors who say more lives could have been saved. And finally, in sports, Liverpool has signed midfielder Wataru Endo from Stuttgart for a fee of around 19 million euros, subject to a work permit and international clearance. The 30-year-old Japan international has agreed a 4-year contract. Endo can also play at centre-back but has been signed primarily as a central defensive midfielder. The signing of Endo, who captains the Japanese national team and had been the skipper of Stuttgart, follows the departures of ex-Reds midfielders Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, James Milner, Naby Keita, and Alex Chamberlain this summer. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Refer a friend and get $50 cash back for you and $50 cash back for your friend on loans of $3,000 and over at Courts Ready Cash. Plus, you get flexible payment terms, hassle-free service, and fast approval. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Apply now. Visit shopcourts.com. The more friends you refer, the more cash back. What are you waiting for? Make every moment count with a loan from Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
At Lynch Caribbean, yes, we offer comprehensive insurance solutions and broking. But we're more than an insurance broker. We drill down to your core business strategy. We keep a pulse on risk to keep your operations healthy.
On your mark, get set.
Along the way, helping you to drive competitive advantages. At Lynch Caribbean, we have your back. Contact us today for insurance solutions, strategic risk advisory, and more. Call 453-3300. Email info@lynchcaribbean.com or visit our office in Beachmont, Kingstown. Follow Lynch Caribbean SVG on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, or visit www.caribbean.com.
Brick by brick, piece by piece, building with technology, helping wealth increase, starting small, building the future, doing more every day, doing more together.